Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start by giving our praises to the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. My name is Brother Park from the Camp Prophets in Babylon here in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to get double honor to elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole for elect. And basically, I want to get into a short class, about this whole thing, with boondocks. Yeah, man, to play it real quick so you can understand what I'm talking about.
Robert, you gotta help me. You black. You understand dysfunctional family.
Make her leave.
I can't. She's my grandmother.
You can. Hell, you old enough to be a grandmother.
I don't know who'd want to keep living in this world. Economy gone down the goddamn toilet. Got disease, war, oil spills, fucking food shortages. I bet people gonna start eating each other. They probably gonna eat them children first. Flesh more tender.
And you hear that, man. And these people, these devils put a lot of this truth, a lot of this things inside these movies, man. They hide it in these movies, so people don't really think it to be true, because they think it's a joke and comedy. And this show particularly, it's an old, comedy, show or series called The Boondocks, and it's a very funny show, you know what I'm saying, and what happened was I was just watching it last night, you know what I'm saying, and that came up, and I was like, you know what, I can do a class on this, man, because like like she said, man, it says, she said, who would want to live in this world anyways, man, like this place is going downhill, it's going down a dumpster, who would want to live in this place, man, that's the truth, and they started bringing out a lot of this truth, and, prophecy inside this, these shows, these series, man, especially in these times we're in, man, they started bringing out more, but this episode was about some years ago, and, these damn shows have showed you what the world we live in now, it was telling you about that, years before, man, all right, it was telling you these things years before, about these particular things that will come into this world, man. She said the economy collapsing, famine, war, death. She said people are gonna start eating each other soon. Their own children, man. All right, even their own children. It's just showing you how bad it's gonna be getting in this place, man. It's going to get very horrible in this place, man. And I was able to scope that out. And I was like, damn, man, she's not fucking lying, man. This place is going to get bad, man. We're coming to some perilous times full of danger, man. And it's crazy because this episode came out so long ago. And it basically, told you everything that's happening now and what's about to happen, man. All right, we're going through food shortages as of right now. You have rumors of wars. As of right now, the economy is collapsing and it's been collapsing, for years. So that economy was collapsing when this episode came out, most definitely. But the other things like people eating their own children, all these things will come to pass, man, here in America, Babylon. All right. And to get it real quick, let me see. Let me get this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 28. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, Salakia, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. All right, so this truth is being declared, The evil being put out. Faith, is flourishing, and the corruption of this world, shall be overcome, man. All right, this world is very corrupted, man. The society is very corrupted, you know, and people act like they don't see the elephant in the room, man. All right, so much things going around in this world, and people are trying to hide it, trying to hide from it because they don't want to hear things like, America's coming to an end, America's going to get destroyed by nuclear missile fire, bro. All right, they'd rather be blind to it. All right, but the corruption of this world, the sickness, the wickedness, all the shit that's going on in this society that Esau been doing behind doors and in your faces, is going to be overcome, man. All right, and the truth, man, this word, this gospel, this prophecy, which what she was speaking also, which been so long without fruit, shall be declared, man. All right, so this truth will be declared, man. All right, and it's being declared as of right now, man. Yeah, all these prophecies coming to pass. A lot of people are starting to understand, and seek for information because of all the things that's going on right now, man. All right. So this truth is being declared, man. You got brothers, prophets out there, that's preaching this gospel, man. And people are waking up to it, man. Our people are waking up to it. Prophecy is going out. You have the show Boondocks, man. Boondocks, and this was so long ago, telling you about everything that we're going through right now, as of right now, man. With the famine, people eating their own children, people eating themselves, man. That's the time we're coming into, man. All right, and for them to put it out like that so openly in your fucking faces, in Jake's faces, man. They put it right in Jake's face, man, and Jake looked right over it, man. Jake looked right over it. You think they're just gonna put something on the TV just to put it there for comedy, for all? No, man. It's for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't happening, what would make them think, to put it on the show if it wasn't happening, man? It's stuff like that, like having like a famine, food shortages, all these type of things wasn't happening. What would make them put it on the TV right in front of you, man? You know what I'm saying? So they're joking about it, man. They put on these TV shows, they put on these movies, and Jake still look over it because they're so sottish, man. They're sottish children. They do not consider, man. All right? Let's get that real quick. Let's see. I spelled it wrong. It says, Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22, says, For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, they have none understanding. All right, so these, Jake have no understanding, man. These damn devils have put this right in their faces, and for them to just look over like nothing's gonna happen, man. Like nothing's happening. They're looking over everything, these current, events, like nothing is happening. All right, and as prophets, watchmen of the Lord, we gotta expose this shit, man. I seen it and I was like, I gotta bring this out, man. I gotta bring this out. This whole clip, with the boondocks. I gotta bring this out. You know what I'm saying? Because, as a watchman, as a prophet of the Lord, you gotta speak on certain things like this, man. All right. Such a popular show, telling you these type of things, and Jake will see this and look right over it, man. Jake wouldn't question it. Why are they putting certain stuff like this? Why are they joking about that in the show? If it wasn't really happening, why are they joking like that? You know what I'm saying? What make them think of that? What make them think of their people going to be eating each other? What make them think people are going to be eating their own kids, man? All right. If you joke about something, you joke about something that actually happened, or that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't just joke about, ain't no way that, they come out with their mind and just put this on the TV show. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, these devils know what's about to go down, man. They know people are going to be going crazy out here. They know that their economy collapsing. They know that their kingdom is failing. They know it's going to be a famine, man, with these food shortages, man. So they put it right here in Jake's faces, and Jake still have no understanding to even try to research or to even consider, why. You know what I'm saying? Why? But it says they are wise to do evil, all right, but to do good they have no knowledge. So to do evil, they are wise, man. You know, Jake know everything about, you know, running plays, or so called what they do now, selling drugs, you know, messing with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? All these things, they know all about it. They do all these type of things. You know what I'm saying? But to do good, to do righteousness, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no understanding, man, no knowledge. To come back unto the Lord, to understand the Lord, to try to understand the prophecy, this truth, man. They have no knowledge, man. Nor do they want to, nor do they think about having knowledge. They don't give a damn about this truth, man. Jake honestly do not care about this truth, man. All right? But let's get straight into it, man. These prophecies, man. All right, because he wasn't saying that for no reason. Let me see. I think it's verse 16. Come on, this is Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case." So this food, all these things, it's so good cheap upon this earth. You know what I'm saying? You can get food, for a certain small amount of money, and it's a whole bunch of food at the time that they wouldn't think of nothing, no anything like a famine or anything, man. All right, and when it's it's crazy because when that clip came out, they looked over it because they think it was a joke because at the time there wasn't no damn famine. No, people wasn't really worried about a famine. People wasn't thinking about no famine. People didn't believe anything about a famine even happening. You know what I'm saying? So they looked over certain stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because victuals are so good, were so cheap upon earth back then. That they thought they're supposed to be in a good case. Oh, that ain't gonna never happen. That ain't gonna happen for another 100 years. You know what I'm saying? But it says that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And these evils are growing upon earth, man. The sword, famine, and great confusion, man. What you call it? Iniquity shall abound. So shit's getting hectic out here, man. And Jake having no clue. They still think of themselves to be in good case. To be good. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That they let me see if I can find this real quick. They think it's supposed to be such a good case that they're not even worried about any of this, man. Or anything that's happening right now. But it says verse 22, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." All right, so those who perish shall perish of famine. Many people are gonna perish of famine, man. Not having food, starving to death, all these type of things. But it says also, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. A lot of people are gonna be getting killed out here, man. If they haven't starved to death, they're gonna be getting murked out here, man. For a pack of Oreos, people are gonna be stealing. You know what I'm saying? Robbing other people and taking their lives also, man. So yeah, man, this is the type of time we're in. This is what we're gonna be going through, man. And Jake don't understand that. But these shows, these little movies and stuff, I suggest, brothers watch a lot of these movies, man, because they put out the truth in these things. You know what I'm saying? And right there, they put something out and they snuck it out real quick and try to make it look like a little joke, But, and a lot of Jake looked over it, man. you know. But kind of that's all I want to get on that. You know, I hope I was edified. You know, I want to give all praise to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Or actually, hold on, Salakia. Let me get this real quick. I almost forgot. This is Second Ezra chapter 14. Let me see. In verse 16, it says, "For yet greater evils than those thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more evil shall increase upon them that dwell therein." All right, and that lady was saying, you know, people are gonna be eating each other, man. You know, eating their own kids, and the wickedness is just starting to, you know, increase, you know, abound so much more, you know, in the society as the years go on, man. And this earth is starting to get weaker, man. All right, this place is starting to get weaker. You know, you can tell that, you know, Esau Kingdom is almost over with, man. All right, but come on, man. To end it off on that, I'm gonna give all praises to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. We give that honor to elders and apostles, great millstone. Once again, peace and blessings to hopeful elect. Shalom, Akim.